Okay, students, let's start this topic. Today's topic is damped free vibration. This is the diagram of this damped free vibration. In this, you can see that in this spring mass attached system, a spring along with a dashport is to be there. This dashport is defined as a damper, right? So let's understand what is first damped meaning. Damped means what? The vibration, or you can say the amplitude of vibration, dies out after some interval of time with the help of some diminishing devices. Like suppose अगर हम ये समझने की कोशिश करें natural frequencies define करें, so this is the amplitude of the natural frequencies. You can see amplitude means the maximum displacement from the mean positions. This amplitude remain constant throughout the interval of time because there is no decreasing amplitude devices is to be introduced in the system. तो अगर हम यहाँ पे कोई एक डैम्पर्स लगाते हैं, एक डैशपॉट लगाते हैं या एक एक ऐसा डिवाइस लगाते हैं जो कि एम्पलीट्यूड्स को रिड्यूस करे ओवर द इंटरवल ऑफ टाइम. रिड्यूस का मतलब the curve, if it is of a periodic, then the curve will follow something like this. तो क्या हो रहा है ओवर द इंटरवल ऑफ टाइम, यू कैन सी दैट the amplitude is decreasing, and this will only happen with the help of dampers, or you can say a diminishing amplitude devices, right? So let's start and understand how this damp free vibrations calculation is to be done, right? So in damped free vibration, when elastic body is set in vibratory motion, the vibration dies out after some interval of time due to the internal molecular friction of the mass of the body. Means what? If there is no dashpot or external devices, then उस मोमेंट पे भी आपका जो एम्पलीट्यूड्स है वो डिक्रीज कर सकता है, और वो किस वजह से हो सकता है इंटरनल मॉलिक्यूलर फ्रिक्शन फोर्सेस की वजह से हो सके, एंड द फ्रिक्शन ऑफ द मीडियम इन विच इट्स वाइब्रेट्स. मतलब जहाँ पे अगर कोई फ्रिक्शन हो रहा होगा उसकी वजह से भी वो डिक्रीज कर सकता है. तो इट मीन्स व्हाट? in damped free vibration, if you are going to understand, आपका एक एक्सटर्नल एनर्जी, सॉरी एक एनर्जी होगी जो चेंज हो रही होगी. मीन्स अगर हम यहाँ पे काइनेटिक एनर्जीज की बात करें या पोटेंशियल एनर्जीज की बात करें, दैट एनर्जी इज कन्वर्टिंग इनटू सम अदर फॉर्म, एंड दैट इज व्हाई काइनेटिक और पोटेंशियल एनर्जी आपकी ओवर द टाइम रिड्यूस हो रही है. जब काइनेटिक एनर्जी और पोटेंशियल एनर्जी ओवर द टाइम यानी कि टोटल एनर्जी रिड्यूस हो रही है एंड इट्स चेंजिंग फ्रॉम वन फॉर्म टू अनदर फॉर्म, तो वहां पे हमें क्या मिल रहा है? हमें डिक्रीजिंग एम्पलीट्यूड्स मिल रहा है, राइट? So here in this diagram we can see that the damping force you can say is directly proportional to the velocity at low speed की बात अगर हम करें तो at low speed. Similarly, damping is directly proportional to square of the velocity at high speed. So that is directly proportional. We are considering for the low speed of this damper, and on that basis we are going to define. So suppose आपका एक mass है. This mass is to be displaced x distance in vertically downward conditions, right? So let's first draw this. What are the forces is acting on this particular mass? So you can see that this is the mass. This will be your inertia force vertically upward. This will be your damping force vertically upward, and this will be your spring force, right? Inertia force, spring force, damping force, or you can say the this one, restoring spring force. So this equation as the sum of the inertia force and the external force on the body in any direction is to be zero. It means what? This equation can be written as mx double dot plus cx dot plus kx equals to 0. This equations can further be written like that: cx double dot plus c by m x dot plus k by m x equals to 0, right? So this is the differential equation. This is the differential equation of second order, or you can say that second order differential equation, right? Now, to understand what is the meaning of this differential equation, if we are going to understand this differential equation, on the basis of this differential equation, we have to define the solution. अब यहाँ पे solutions का क्या मतलब होता है? If suppose if I'm going to write a solution x is equals to a e to the power s1t plus b e to the power s2t. Now, this is the solution of this second order differential equation. The solution means कि आपको x what time, at what time, what will be the value of x, and this value is defined as amplitude, right? मतलब आपका x का क्या position है किसी भी particular time पे, that you can find out with the help of this equation. So this is the solution of this differential equation. Once we differentiate this equation, we will get this equation, right? So on that basis हमने क्या डिफाइन किया कि एक सोल्यूशन डिफाइन किया और उसको डिफरेंशिएट करेंगे तो हमको एक इक्वेशन मिलेगी. Similarly, this is the one differential equation. Once we integrate, we'll get this value. So a and b are some constants. A and b are some constant, and s1 and s2 are the roots of the equations. S1 and s2 are the roots of the equations. So we can find out these roots with the help of auxiliary equations. This x can also be written as e to the power s t, right? This solution you can say. If x is to be written as like this, then x dot is to be written as e to the power st. Similarly, x double dot is to be written as s square e to the power s t, right? Now, if we replace these things in this equation, in this one, in, in the second order differential equation, we can say that x dot means s square est plus c by m x dot, then it's s e to the power st plus k by m e to the power st is equals to 0. Now, if we take common e to the power st, your equation becomes s square plus c by m s plus k by m equals to 0. Now, in this equation, e to the power exponential cannot be equal to 0. It means what? A quadratic equation s square plus c by m s plus k by m should be equal to 0. So this is the quadratic equation, and if this is a quadratic equation, then s have two values. Two values means what? कि आपका जो s की कोई दो वैल्यूज होंगी जो इस इक्वेशंस को सेटिस्फाई करेंगे, राइट? सो नाउ लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड what is the significance of this equations. Clear? So how we are going to find out the roots of this equations? The roots of these equations can be find out with the help of these equations, like the S of 1 and 2 quadratic equation. So two roots are to be there. So this can be written as suppose how to find out the quadratic equation root. तो हमारे पास एक फॉर्मूला होता है उस क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशंस की रूट को फॉर्मूला फाइंड करने का, दैट इज माइनस बी प्लस माइनस अंडर रूट बी स्क्वायर minus 4ac upon 2a, right? So if we put this is what ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. So based on this we can find out the value of s. Suppose s can be written as minus c by 2m plus minus under root c by 2m of whole square minus k by m, right? So you can see the student, you can see this s, that the roots of this equations, s you can say 1 and 2, two roots are there. So this is on the basis of this equation we can define some of the values. वो values क्या हो सकती है? First one, let's understand the ratio of c by 2m square to k by m represents degree of dampness, right? And second one is the square root of degree of dampness, that is c by 2m of whole square upon under root km is representing damping factor. Damping factor, or you can say damping ratio, and its value is zeta, right? It means what? That zeta is to be written as under root c by 2m of whole square by km, which is further is to be written as c upon under root 2 of km. Now student, this can also be written as in other form also, like now what is c? C is your damping coefficient, right? So c can be written as c is equals to 2 zeta under root km, or 2 zeta m into omega m, right? तो अगर हम यहाँ पे देखें, if we multiplied and divide m here, then k by m is omega n m square, then it is to be taken at outside of this root, so 2 zeta m into omega n, which can also be written as in other form like 2 zeta k by omega n. What is c? C is defined as a damping coefficient. Okay. Now, when damping, now this is important. When zeta is equals to 1, when zeta is equals to 1, and it is defined as a damping is known as critical. You can say the damping is known as critical damping, right? And it is to be written as C small c, right? So under critical damping condition, this can be written as C is equals to 2 under root Km, because zeta is equals to 1, which is also to be written as 2m into omega n, and this is to also to be written as 2k by omega n. Therefore, you can say that zeta is also to be written as C by Cc. It means what? Actual damping coefficient upon critical damping coefficient. Clear? So based on this quadratic equation, we have been derived degree of dampness, which is a ratio of C upon 2 by m whole square minus k by m. If the under root values of the damping degree of dampness is defined as your damping factor or damping ratio zeta. So that can be written as zeta is equals to C by this one, and which is to be written in other form also, this one. When zeta is equals to 1, damping is known as critical damping, right? So based on this equation, we can say that zeta is equals to the ratio of actual damping coefficient upon critical damping coefficients, right? Now, class, this is very important. When we have already seen that when zeta is equals to 1, the damping is critical. Abhi, later on I'll explain what is the critical damping meaning, what is other meaning. Similarly, when zeta is greater than 1 means actual damping coefficient is greater than the critical damping coefficients. It is defined as the system is overdamped. The system is overdamped, right? And when zeta is less than 1, similarly, system is defined as under damped conditions, right? So we'll explain what are the conditions arise and what is the difference between critical damping, over damped condition and under damped conditions.